अनुष्का, इसमें जो लाइनर है कि जिसकी खोज में आप हैं वो भी आपकी तलाश करता है, इससे कितना इत्तेफाक रखती हैं असल ज़िंदगी में?
मतलब बहुत ही ज़्यादा। जब मैं अभी थोड़ी मैं फिलोसॉफिकल हो जाऊंगी, लेकिन जब मैं छोटी थी तो मैंने एक जगह पे पढ़ा था दैट व्हेन द स्टूडेंट इज़ रेडी द टीचर अपीयर्स, यू नो। सो आई थिंक दिस इज़ अ काइंड ऑफ एक्सटेंशन ऑफ दैट। और ये रूमी की क्या बनी कहावत, क्या कहेंगे, कहावत है। एंड आई एम a huge fan of Rumi, have always been, and I must tell you that the way I was introduced to him was actually through your films. That I started reading up on him क्योंकि मेरे को जिज्ञासा है फिलोसफी में, and I totally believe in that. I feel जो इनफैक्ट आप जो सोचते हैं, जो आप चाहते हैं, वही आपको मिलता है, वही रिफ्लेक्ट करता है। होता है ना कभी कभी जो मूड खराब होता है, ट्रैफिक ज़्यादा इरिटेट करने लग जाता है, लोग ज़्यादा इरिटेटिंग लगने लग जाते हैं क्योंकि आप अंदर से कुड़े हुए रहते हो। So I to kude हुए, such a great word, na? So I totally believe in this, and I think this is a beauty of Imtiaz's films. You know, they have that एक।
आज ये बहुत तारीफ कर रही है मेरी।
नहीं सर, आपको मतलब
मैं इसे पैसे वैसे नहीं देने वाला हूँ।
दोगे?
नहीं दूंगा।
As long as Shahrukh gives, it's fine. As the producer of this film. But yeah, so I do believe that इनकी कहानियों में जो है कि ये होती है कि फिलोसफी होती है जिसके ऊपर एक पूरी कहानी बनी होती है। लाइफ भी वैसी होती है, एंड आई थिंक दैट्स व्हाई यू कनेक्ट टू इट so much more, and that's why I've been such an ardent fan of his movies.
Shahrukh sir, what do you have to say about this new philosophical side of Anushka Sharma?
सर ये इतनी डीप है, मुझे पता नहीं था सर। मुझे तो लगा आती हैं अपनी लाइनें लर्न करती हैं, बोलती हैं, काम चलाओ सी एक्ट्रेस है। लेकिन अब क्या है, इतनी इन डेप्थ बातें करने लगी हैं तो कुछ ना कुछ असर आपका हुआ होगा सर, या मेरा हुआ होगा। आई एम नोटिसिंग
I'm not seeing that in front of me. When both of you are standing over there, I can't be deep because I'm feeling very shallow, so I'm not being deep. Alok is very deep, like he's a deep philosophical person, so it's coming out talking to him. By the way, I must tell you all this. Man has convinced me that he's Mohit Chauhan for a very long time, and he's spoken to me for 2 minutes, posing to me because I thought he's Mohit Chauhan. So I have started talking to him as like, you know, rock star का music मुझे बड़ा अच्छा लगा है और आपने कितना अच्छा गाया and all, and he's also listening to me for 2 minutes. बाद में बोलता है मैं मोहित चौहान नहीं हूँ। ऐसे तो पहले क्यों नहीं बोला यार? आपका फिल्म का कनेक्शन वापस।
यही फिलोसॉफिकल बात है अनुष्का की। देखो आरजे आलोक को मोहित चौहान बना दिया, ऐसी हरकतों से ही। बट आई नोटिस अनुष्का, तुम जब से मेरे से बार बार फिल्म में कर रही हो ना, तुम डीपर पर्सन और मोर इंटेलिजेंट और स्मार्ट होती जा रही हो।
For sure.
Okay, Anushka, here on your left. So, you know, Shah Rukh sir has said that there have been scripts which Imtiaz Ali went to him, not offered him, but then he read his scripts to him. And he chose this because this is his happiest film till date. Has there ever been an offer from Imtiaz which you didn't do because it wasn't as happy? And why did you choose to do Jab Harry Met Sejal?
मैंने कुछ नहीं
मालूम है।
Ambush.
सब मालूम है।
What kind of an ambush is this, boys? ऐसा कभी भी नहीं हुआ है. That has never happened. The first film he offered me, I said yes to it, which was Jab Harry Met Sejal.
Okay,
Imtiaz sir.
Why are they saying you're lying? What is this? You are philosophical and a liar.
Sir.
But what is it about Jab Harry Met Sejal which, you know, drew you instantly to the script?
Yeah, I mean, it really has to be something that you can connect with. Na? I mean, I have wanted to work with Imtiaz for the longest time. In fact, I mean, if at all I ever had the thought that maybe acting karna chahiye, was in a rickety old theatre in Bikaner where I was watching Jab We Met with my parents. जहाँ पे वो जैसे बीच में aisles है ना, वहाँ पे वो chair लगा दिया करते थे प्लास्टिक की जब ज़्यादा लोग बढ़ जाते थे. And used to sit over there and watch the film. So I was watching Jab We Met there, and I saw this film, and I was like, "Wow, this is amazing! This is something that."
No, not yet.
Huh? What was that? Suddenly saw myself. This is something that I would like
not
to.
Yet.
Who's this saying not yet, not yet? Oh, that I would like to. I would like to be part of movies when I saw the character of Geet. So I think maybe it was because of the portrayal of that character and the depth that that you could see. ये कौन है इंसान बीच बीच में जो बोल रहा है? Is this my inner voice? That's like suddenly loud and coming out since my philosophical side has come out today on this.
We are doing promotions of बीच में.
बीच में कोई बात कर रहा है.
बीच में बात कर रहा है उसीलिए.
Yeah, so So yeah, so I think it is something that I've always wanted to do with Imtiaz, a film that I've always wanted to do with him, but this just seemed like the film with which I would really enjoy, have a great time collaborating with him. And so this is the one. And in any case, since I'm so philosophical, जो होना होता है सो होता है, जिसको जो पिक्चर करनी होती है वो उसकी तकदीर में होती है, और ये पिक्चर मेरी तकदीर में थी तो मैंने करी, और हमारा इस पिक्चर में साथ काम करना निश्चय था तो हुआ है, बस सब ऊपर वाले की कृपा है, वो ही है, उसी की उसके हाथों में हम सबकी डोर है, हम तो बस चल रहे हैं जहाँ वो हमको लेके जा रहा है हम तो सब कठपुतलियाँ हैं, बस उसकी लीला की।
इम्तियाज सर, आपके सामने आपसे मेरा सवाल है कि आपकी फिल्मों में सफ़र भी एक इम्पॉर्टेंट रहा
इंग्लिश
है।
वाला या हिंदी वाला?
नहीं, हिंदी वाला तो इसकी कोई ख़ास वजह है? और फिल्मों, जैसा आपने कहा कि आप फिल्मों को लेकर के कंफ्यूज रहते, मतलब कहानियों को लेकर कंफ्यूज रहते हैं, तो उसका अंत कैसे तय करते हैं फिर?
नहीं, होपफुली कहानियों को लेकर कंफ्यूज नहीं रहता हूँ, मगर हाँ सफ़र बहुत होता है मेरी फिल्मों में। वो इसलिए क्योंकि बचपन से जब मैं सफ़र कर रहा होता था तो बहुत सारी कहानियाँ आती थीं, और सफ़र के वक्त पे आई हुई कहानी में ख़ुद भी सफ़र होता है। सो एक विशियस साइकिल जिसको कहते हैं ना, वो हो जाता है। तो मुझे लगता है कि मुझे पर्सनली सफ़र करना भी बहुत अच्छा लगता है हिंदी में, तो तो वो मैं जब करता हूँ तो और कहानी आती है, तो ऐसे चलता रहता है।
अनुष्का, आपसे सवाल है कि जब पहली बार आप शाहरुख से मिली थी, तो फर्स्ट आपका जब मतलब अनुष्का मेट शाहरुख, तो क्या एक्सपीरियंस रहा था?
ऑब्वियसली क्योंकि वो मेरी पहली फिल्म थी, और मैं उनको अपनी शूटिंग, जो मेरी पिक्चर की जो शूटिंग थी उसके पहले दिन पे मैं उनको मिली थी, और सेट पे ही मिली थी। सो आई नेवर मेट हिम बिफोर, एंड ऑब्वियसली आई न्यू हिम एज the superstar Shah Rukh Khan, and now I'm going to be, you know, doing a film with him, and a romantic film at that. So I was very nervous, obviously. I was nervous, and मेरी पहली फिल्म थी और बहुत कुछ, you know, चल रहा था दिमाग में. And I met him, and actually he was just very, very nice, and he congratulated me for, you know, doing the film. And उसके बाद he was just really chilled out, and I felt very comfortable in his presence. He was not intimidating. Which I think I realized much later what a huge support he had been, you know, in my first film, because he really did make everything very easy for me as a newcomer without making it obvious. You know, jataye bina he was, you know, making things easy for me, and I thought that was very very nice of him. Until date, whenever I have worked with actors who are perhaps, you know, doing their first film, or and even in an ad when you work with somebody, I always want to pay back and, you know, be as helpful as I possibly can, because of the way Shah Rukh was to me. You know, so I feel like I find the need to do that because I know what a huge help it was for me. And yeah, so it's always beautiful, and I'm always grateful whenever I'm working with him. And yeah, I mean, Imtiaz, you know, would also tell you that even now, like even if his, you know, he's had this knee issue and injury, and it'll be hurting. And if Imtiaz will say something, sir, मैं ये सोच रहा था, तो he'll just suddenly spring up and be like, हाँ हम ऐसे करते हैं. I think even I can't think of showing that kind of, you know, that kind of enthusiasm the way he continues to do. So you have to respect somebody at that level, at that stature, to have that kind of commitment for every day, you know, on shoot. It's commendable.
Hi, Anushka. Anushka, to your right.
If you can stand, it will be very easy for all of us.
Yes,
Okay.
thank
Hi,
you.
Thank you,
Anushka.
ma'am.
Priyanka here.
Hi.
Anushka, before Imtiaz, you work with, you know, Yash Chopra and Aditya Chopra in two different romantic films, and both of them have different ideas of romance. How was it to work under Imtiaz's setup of romance with Shah Rukh? How different was it?
I mean, you know, yes, I have had the good fortune of working with Yashji and having done a film with him and Adi, you know, with Shah Rukh itself. So firstly, I'm very grateful for that opportunity. I think for me, what makes Imtiaz so special and his love stories and his characters so memorable is that, you know, when you watch his films, you feel ki you're watching his movies, and then you see moments in the film, or you see how certain things are panning out, and you feel like, yaar, aisa hota hai. You know, in love, these things happen, but ye kabhi humne filmon mein dekha nahi hota hai. But we see it fresh, new, something which is very relevant, which happens in a relationship, but we don't see that on screen, and we see that in Imtiaz's film. तो जो वो बारीकी से वो समझते हैं ना love को, this relationship between man and woman, I think which is something that is unparalleled, his understanding of it. And you can relate to it when you watch films, and that's why I think you feel so, matlab, dil se you feel for his kahanis, at least I do. So I think that's what makes him special.
Hi Anushka. Hello. Hi Anushka, आपके सामने.
What will you give? Show me how much money you have. You will not be able to.
Anushka, आपके सामने.
Literally 20 रुपए. I'm not exaggerating. That also for auto, because you know, because you.
I'll give you I'll write a check.
Thanks.
I'll
sir.
write a check.
हाँ, okay. Thank you, sir.
Hi Anushka.
Blank देना.
अनुष्का आपके सामने. अनुष्का, क्या कोई बॉलीवुड का ऐसा एक्टर है जिसकी हरकतें देख के आपको लगा हो कि कितनी चीप हरकतें हैं, जिनके साथ आपने काम किया हो या आपने मन में सोचा हो इन अ फनी वे?
मेरे ऐसे बहुत एक्सपीरियंसेस हुए हैं. बॉलीवुड के कई सारे एक्टर्स मुझे बहुत चीप लगते हैं.
तो सर आप नाम बताना चाहेंगे?
जरूर. सबका नाम बताऊं? SMS करूं आपको बाद में? आप नंबर दे दो मुझे अपना.
अनुष्का, आपका आंसर?
नहीं यार, I was just joking because we can't take this question very seriously. You don't.
Imtiaz, hi Imtiaz, to your right. Hi. So during Tamasha, you had said you don't know what love is, and people are now talking about your style of romance and love. So isn't it kind of ironical that most of your films have a very deeper sense of love, but you say that you don't know what love is?
अनुष्का के साथ रहते
Why is Shahrukh smiling? Let's ask him that.
Sir, any particular reason for your smile?
Because I finally joined back. मैं काफी देर से cut off था, तो मुझे पता नहीं कि आप दोनों क्या बातें कर रहे हो. So I came back with a smile.
So we were talking about various things, about who is cheap in this industry. Any hero who is cheap, Anushka was asked. No, she didn't take.
Expensive.
She didn't take your name. Acha, I don't think he can hear us properly. Sir, can you hear us?
No, I can't hear you. It's correct. Okay, disconnect.
Hi Anushka.
Hi, you were talking about. I was asking about your style of romance, and you say you don't know what love is.
आपने कैफी आजमी का नाम सुना है?
Yes.
उन्होंने एक लिखा था बहुत पहले कि जो कही गई ना मुझसे वो ज़माना कह रहा है कि फसाना बन गई है मेरी बात चलते चलते. तो अनुष्का के साथ रह के मैं भी थोड़ा फिलोसॉफिकल और पोइटिक होता जा रहा हूँ. बट मुझे अब भी मेरा जवाब वही होगा कि मुझे एक्चुअली नहीं पता है, ना मैं ढूंढ रहा हूँ, बट you don't know why you do the things that you do.
And the second question is about the title of the film. Many people have not liked the title of the film, and
blame Ranbir Kapoor. हाँ, मैंने
We are going to start a website so that people can just blame Ranbir Kapoor for this. We will shortly publish that website ka address, and everybody can just come and put their complaints about the title, if at all.
He thinks he's very smart. He's not on social media, so no one can criticize him. We'll make a site for him, and you can complain. Okay?
Hi Anushka. Hi Anushka. So your Gujarati accent is pretty amazing and bang on.
Thank you.
So how did you prepare for it? What were your reference points?
Actually, I had a diction coach to teach me how to speak. So Imtiaz sir had introduced me to a diction coach, Dimple, I know, Dimple, who, so basically phonetically how how it would sound, you just write it exactly like that, and then you learn the lines in that fashion. And after some time of, and Imtiaz used, like, we would sit and go through the scenes, working on the accent. Even Imtiaz's understanding of this diction is actually strangely good. I don't know how, but yeah, it is. And then we would just practice that. एक बार वो ज़हन में आ जाता है, so then when you normally also you're talking, you're able to bring that in. So yeah, it was just some effort on my and Dimple and Sir's behalf.
Hi Anushka. Recently, you know, Shah Rukh said in an interview that while you were shooting Rab Ne Bana Di Jodi, you paid him a compliment. You said that, you know, he's a very good human being, but you never said he's a very good actor. So now have you paid him that compliment finally?
मतलब 9 साल हो गए इस बात को, ये अभी तक हम लोग क्यों डिस्कस कर रहे हैं? Like 9 years it's been.
But I want to know.
Yeah, of course you would want to know. See, what I told him was, what I meant, since I'm so philosophical, what I meant was that being a good actor, being good at your job and all is like something that, you know, you have, it's a given, na? I mean, he's Shah Rukh Khan. You can't say, who am I to comment on him and how he is as an actor, you know. But I did tell him that the way he was with me throughout the film and how he made me feel so important and not, I didn't feel intimidated by him at all. And I did understand, of course, at that moment, I was, in the time that I was shooting for the film, I was extremely grateful for it. But even, you know, in the years that have gone by, I've come to appreciate that more and more, like I told you earlier. And that is what I meant by he's a good person. Because I think above all, I mean, of course, we all have to be very good at what we do, but it's also very important to be a good person above everything else. And that's my belief, a very strong belief. And I think that's what I complimented him for, because for me, that is most important as a person.
Hi, Anushka. Sonika here. Actually, I want to ask कि ये मूवी जो है हैरी और सेजल की मुलाकात के ऊपर है।
Are you also Guju?
No.
The Guju fever is catching on.
No. तो हैरी एंड सेजल की मुलाकात के ऊपर है। तो अनुष्का की लाइफ में कोई ऐसी मुलाकात जो यू रिमेंबर स्टिल, लाइक अनुष्का मेट समवन, लाइक ऐसी कोई मुलाकात के बारे में?
मतलब बड़ा ओरिजिनल सा क्वेश्चन है आपका, वैसे तो मानना पड़ेगा। मतलब इट्स जस्ट केम आउट ऑफ नोवेयर एंड सो ओरिजिनल। ऑफ कोर्स व्हेन आई मेट इम्तियाज, it was a great moment when I met Imtiaz and I felt so good when Alok impersonated Mohit Chauhan. Such amazing meetings we keep having with people all around. Yeah, I've had many moments. Imtiaz, when I met Imtiaz. He was just there. Yeah, it was actually yeah, so when I met, you know, such meetings वो आपके दिमाग में रहते हैं, आप बोल नहीं पाते, आप ज़हन नहीं कर सकते, जैसे उन्होंने अभी बोला ना.
She was like mute.
I was like, Imtiaz, just shocked, you know. Yeah.
Hi, Anushka.
Imtiaz, sir.
Hi. Okay. Hi. All right. So the film is already being appreciated. All the mini trails, song, people are loving the film already. The film has had wonderful response. So apart from all the excitement, do you feel that there's perhaps a little amount of pressure to meet the audience expectations?
Are you asking me?
Yes, sir.
Actually, luckily for me, I'm a director, and a director always has work to do. So there's
as opposed to what an actor is doing. Where is my co-actor? He's not there.
Yeah, as opposed to actors who start becoming ghosts in other films. But since there is always work to be done, there's no time to be nervous really. You're editing, you're doing sound, lots of things, technical things which people don't know about has to be done. So there's no time to really get pressured or...
And what about you, Anushka? For the same thing, what about you?
I think expectations लोगों की होती हैं और हमारी भी खुद से होती हैं. But I think there's no need to get caught up in that. You can only do what you have to do well. And I think for me, I expect the most out of myself when I actually can do something about it, which is when I have to choose a script, I have to prep for a role, I have to perform, I have to execute that preparation and, you know, shooting के समय पे उतना मेरे हाथ में होता है. Other than that, you know, you can't kind of really get too caught up or worked up about things because it's not under your control. So that's the, you know, feeling that I have, and I think we've all worked really hard on this film, and I'm very happy with the film. So now you just like leave it out there and, you know, wait for people to you know react to it and think, you know, and come up with things they like about the film.